Good morning, guys. This is Ely. I'm going to show you folks how to create an e-folio for your Sussex senior project for your students to actually use for their STSP. Step one. All right. Step one. Your students should create a Google account, and if they have a Gmail account, and it should look like this. It's very simple to do. Students' Gmail should look something similar to this. And in order to create an e-folio, we call it an e-folio, but Google calls it a Google site, like your own website. You want to go top right hand corner, click on the little cluster, and you want to navigate to your Google Drive folder. This is where all your folders will be stored. Click on Google Drive, and the very first thing you should tell your students to do is create a portfolio folder within their Google Drive account. To me, what's special about this creating a portfolio folder is that it would automatically be linked to their website for quick access and ease of updating documents. So if a student updates a document within the folder in their drive, it will automatically update on their website. So eliminating time, updating documents, and then uploading them back onto their website. So it's instantaneous. And a cool feature as far as a security feature is if they link a folder to their website, their e-folio, everything will be contained in their e-folio document that they create. So it cannot mix with any other personal document that they have on Google Drive. So for instance, you're already in your Google Drive account, you go to New, the internet acting slow. New folder, and you want to name it the student's name. I'll just put Ely e-folio docs. Create. So now if you open up your folder, anything that they create inside this folder, whether it be like a Google Doc, a PowerPoint, which is Google Slide, or anything within this folder will automatically be linked with their website, their e-folio. And I would encourage all students, well, we encourage our students, well, it's an expectation that they use Google Docs for all word processing. It eliminates the need for using flash drives, and to be quite honest with you, it eliminates the excuse of, hey, Mr. Ely, hey, Mr. Russ, I can't find my flash drive. It didn't save onto the school Z Drive account, so I don't have my presentation. I don't have such and such. So it eliminates that because it automatically saves the documents. After they've created their e-folio folder, you want to go back to your drive. Now you want to create a Google site. This is step 2, creating a Google site. So you go to New, you go to More, scroll down to Google Sites, and you click on Google Sites. Now I've already created a Google site, so it'll pop up. Make sure that you're in your e-folio when you create your Google site, because it automatically stay within this folder. You can drag and drop it in that folder. It's not a problem, but it just makes it a little bit easier. So I'm going to go to my e-folio. Here I've created my own Google site, so I'm going to open up mine and kind of walk you through the process a little bit. Now, the very first thing students do when they create their site, they want to name their portfolio. And I tell students, anytime they create any kind of Google document, automatically name that document so you know, obviously, the name of the document, easy to locate it. So I named it Ely Portfolio. They can name it whatever they want, but I would highly recommend that it be something that's professional. So Ely Portfolio, and try to keep it simple. I like the KISS method. We're not that smart down here in criminal justice, so we'd like to keep things simple. So first thing they need to do is create their headings for their e-folio, and those headings are going to be home, education, work experience, awards, skills, activities / interests, writing samples, references / recommendations. Now you guys can customize this to whatever you want, depending on what you guys are doing for STSP. And I'm just going to walk you guys through the process how to create those headings. The cool thing is you can change this header to anything you want to. Again, I'm just going to put Ely Portfolio, and the students can change this background, and they can change all kinds of stuff inside this thing. And the cool thing is, and why we enjoy this application, is because you can just drag and drop pretty much anything into this. So it's very user friendly. So I can change the image if I want to. You can upload an image and it can be the background. You can select an image that from a gallery of images if you want to, and it'll carry out this background or image throughout the theme of your website. So you can play around with that. The students are very good at doing things like this because obviously they like playing on the computer. But I'm going to show you guys how to create the different headings. Right now we're just we're in this view. So right now we're in an insert view. So if I wanted to insert anything from pretty much anything, it'll pretty much populate here. So we're going to create some pages. So obviously we have our home page, and we want to make sure each page that we create is a duplicate as far as this background and this style. So all we do is we duplicate page and rename it. And we're going to name the second page education. Done. And we repeat the process, and we want to change this to education. And we're going to repeat the process on through. So I'm going to pause and pick back up. That was one way of creating a page. Here's another way of creating a page. You can just tap the page and hit add page, and we're going to name this one skills. Hit done, and you have skills. So say you mess up something and it's very, very easy, and I jack this one up. So I'm going to delete this, and it's very easy. Remove page from site. And the cool feature is, if we want to create a subpage, we can. It's very easy to do. We would just simply click on the 3 dots, create a subpage, and maybe we'll name our subpage knowledge, skills, and abilities. Okay. So when we go up here in our header and we click on skills, we'll have a subpage for knowledge, skills, and abilities. So we can stick in stuff inside of that, and we can play around with this and reformat this so it'll actually fit. Make it look all pretty. And again, we can just play around with this, and we want to create another page, just continuing with our header, activities and interests / again, you guys can do whatever you want, and again, just play around with this so you can fit everything on there. And that's why we like Google Sites, because it's very user friendly. Or however you want to do it. Cool thing is, if you jack something up, you don't like it, just hit the undo button. Top right hand corner. Just that simple. Again, we like to keep it easy and simple down here at CJ. Folks, this is where it gets interesting. I'm going to try to wrap it up. Now, you can instruct your students to create a resume, a cover letter, a follow-up letter, writing samples, things like that, and make sure they convert it to a Google Doc. And that's a totally separate conversation, and it's super easy. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things. So I want to navigate to my writing samples. And remember at the beginning, I said you can either you can make their e-portfolio folder within your Google Drive, and you can link to this page. So all I'm going to do is come here to insert, tap on insert, and we're going to insert from Google Drive. I'm going to go navigate to my e-portfolio. I can insert this entire folder and everything in it. You just hit insert, and it will automatically link to that folder. Now I want it to be a lot more targeted, so I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna delete it, and I'm just going to insert a specific writing sample from my e-folio folder. So I'm just going to tap on a report that I did, a research project that I did, and I'm going to hit insert. So the folks that have access to my e-portfolio can actually see a copy of my writing sample. Now, if I wanted to update this writing sample, I don't know why I would, but if I did, I wouldn't have to go back to my Drive account and do that. It eliminates the need for that. So the folks that want to see a sample of my work, they can go to my webpage and check it out. So I'm going to show you guys what the preview looks like of my website. So I'm going to go to my homepage, and like on my homepage, I probably put like an inspirational quote or professional picture on it or something. I don't want to scare potential employees away by my ugly face, but you know, you can do whatever you want. So it's something you guys can do. Obviously, you would indicate all your education, your work experience, awards, and they want to take a look at my writing sample. So they click on my writing sample and they open it up and you know, take a look at it and scroll through it. They want to take a look at any references or recommendations. They do the same thing. So this is what it looks like as far as a web page. So if somebody wanted to open it up on a phone, this is what it would look like on a phone. And if they want to look at it on a tablet, this is what it looks like on a tablet. So on and so forth. It's pretty straightforward. So we're going to get out of preview mode. So now we're back in. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you have any more questions, I'm going to send you guys a link to this screencast I did. I'm also going to send you a link to the PowerPoint I did, and I'll also send you a link to another screencast that goes into a lot more detail than what I did. But I think this is a good start for you and your kids to start playing around with it.